Is there a no? Is Germans and French have heat beef, right?
Well, I don't know if they have beef. They just
I
kind of
mean,
had that whole like World War II thing,
I mean,
where
yeah, I mean,
Germans took over a lot of France.
that's pretty big beef.
Yeah. Bienvenue sur votre podcast préféré, Stout and Lager. C'est l'épisode 25. Killed it. What's up, guys?
Killed it! Wow. So what did that meant?
I said, welcome to your favorite podcast, Stout and Lager. It's episode 25. Bang, bang, bang.
Awesome. Yeah, welcome. Yeah, today, as I don't know if people know the language that you just spoke, but there's a hint. We're continuing our travels from Italy now to French. Wait, right? We did literally last week, right?
Frenchman, yep.
We're doing the Frenchman. Which I think. Is there a no? Is Germans and French have heat beef, right?
Well, I don't know if they have beef. They just kind of had that whole like World War II thing.
I mean, yeah,
Germans took over a lot of France.
That's pretty big beef.
Yeah.
I think. All right. Yeah, we're doing Kronenberg 1664, which is a pale lager. Most sold right in France, right? And yeah, we found them. It's 5.0%. It's a green bottle. It's a pale lager. We'll be opening right now. Can't wait.
Well, this is actually, you said it wrong. It's actually Kronenberg 1664.
I took Spanish in high school because I didn't.
I took French in high school. It's the first time I've spoken French since high school. I'm gonna open mine though. I want to try this French lager.
Yeah, all lager did. Cheers, man. I will every time we drinking all this beer, I'm like reassessing myself. Like, yeah, I like lagers.
Yeah, most beers are just some sort of lager. This is some bullshit.
I mean, not everyone can make.
I don't know what this smells like.
To be fair, what it smells like?
Oh shit!
Oh
no, we're good.
You know something that people have put on some of their taste reviews. That smells like cereal.
What the heck? It's a certain smell that it reminds me when I opened it, but I was starting to smell it and figure it out, but I don't know.
I mean, it makes sense, the cereal, because it is made by grain, so it makes sense. But yeah, like, what are you thinking so far with the taste?
It's a pretty basic lager.
Yeah. To be fair, I think I like it. I don't think I would like it more than the other ones that we did. It might be because it's like green bottle. Because you know how green bottle are supposed to be like known for their skunkiness.
I did not know that.
Because like clear and green bottle apparently it's because they let too much light in, rather than the brown ones. And I don't know. Like I think that's was something that in the reviews I've been reading were saying about this Kronenberg. But yeah, I mean, we'll drink more, reassess it. So what have you been up to this week, Stout?
Yep. So it was like a busy week and not a busy week, kind of.
Busy with this boring stuff.
Yeah. So Tuesday, it was mainly Tuesday and Thursday. I don't even remember what I did on Thursday. But Tuesday we went to the gym and just came back, and I think we just chilled, watched some TV, and chilled.
You know something? I already said this before, but yeah. My parents keep telling me to the gym.
Well, I only went to the gym twice last week. I went to the gym Monday and Tuesday, then didn't go the rest of it.
That's funny.
But then Wednesday we went to a play.
A play? Wow, you really are getting older.
Dude, literally the crowd was just a bunch of old people, and then like the people who were there for the event, because it was like an event with Sours company, like the Latin group in
Really?
Sours
Okay.
company. It was a Don Quixote play. Yeah,
Is
it
that
was
a
like
play?
yeah,
Is Don Quixote is like about like Spanish something, right?
yeah. It's a Spanish book.
Spanish book.
Yeah. So it
They
was like
they
a
use string fruit to kill people to control people, or
what the heck? No, he's not. It's not Don Flamingo Ding Dong. But
Don Quixote the Flamingo.
this dude. Yeah, we went to the
Probably based
play,
on that.
and it was pretty lit. Pretty lit. I have to say, it was pretty cool seeing a play. I haven't seen a play since like high school.
Was it a musical or just acting?
I don't think it was a musical. Like they sang a little bit, but it wasn't like intentionally a musical, you know? Like I think they
Yeah.
just had parts where like music came on and they like danced and shit. But no,
Okay.
yeah. But it was pretty cool. It was Wednesday, Thursday. I think Sour had an appointment or something. I think she had something to do. So I just played Valorant and chilled.
Trying to
Friday,
get out of rank.
bro, yeah, silver's hell. I'm like
Silver's
silver 3
hell.
now. So I'm
Okay.
almost out, but I don't have time to play. It fucking sucks. But yeah.
That's true.
Then Friday, we Sour started her new rotation, her final rotation. So she's with the new team. Oh, don't be stupid, bro. She's being a little. Excuse me, but
No, we got on.
yeah, she's on Sour's desk. Get down, bro. So yeah, so she started a new team and now she works Fridays from home. So this Friday, we woke up, or past Friday, I guess, and we went to a bakery that we have around here that was recommended to us. It was supposedly really good. Excuse
Bro,
me, I
are
have
you
hiccups, I don't
fucking
know why.
dying?
Yeah, I have hiccups. Those were painful hiccups.
Yeah,
Need
it sounds
some
like
beer
it.
to quench my thirst.
Ah.
But yeah, so we went to a bakery that was recommended to us, and it was not the best. I don't know. I mean, it was like
It didn't hit.
it's more of like a pastry bread place. So I wasn't expecting that. I thought they'd have like a bagel or something at least. But they literally only had like croissants and something. We had a cinnamon roll and some coffee. Wasn't the biggest fan of the coffee, and the cinnamon roll had a bunch of raisins on it, and it was kind of like puff pastry, like more so. You know,
Okay.
like a cinnamon roll is more like, for me, it's like more like a bun type. Like, you know,
Right.
what are those called? The honey buns? More of like that texture. Whereas this was like kind of
okay.
like croissant, like puff pastry, like flaky.
Flaky, right? Almost like those guava like pastries. I feel like I'm thinking about.
Yeah, it was more like that, which wasn't
Yeah.
my favorite, and it had a bunch of raisins, which I've never seen
Yeah.
a cinnamon bun with raisins. But we did that, and then we got a bagel because there was a place next door that had bagels. That place was pretty good. And then in the
Okay.
afternoon, or in the I guess in the evening after work, we watched Camp Rock. And let me tell
No
you,
effing way. Why?
Camp Rock is a horrible movie.
Really?
It's have you watched it since like it came out?
Yeah, I have.
It's good, but it's bad. Because half of the
So
movie,
why-
I was just
so
sitting
ca-
there so stressed that he was just lying, and the kids were doing nothing. Like they were just
Who was
he
lying?
was just straight up kidnapping kids, essentially. No,
Oh.
not Camp Rock, School of Rock. I'm a bot.
Okay. Okay.
No, yeah, School of Rock, School of Rock. Camp Rock is good. I did
Why
this.
you say?
I wrote down my notes and I wrote Camp Rock. I was looking at it, I was like, that doesn't look right. Yeah, School of Rock with Jack Black.
School
You
of
know that
Rock.
movie?
Okay. We had completely different images in our brain.
Yeah, definitely.
Just now.
You're
because of
imagining
that.
the Disney movie, and
Yeah, it was.
nope, it was
Okay.
just Jack Black.
Okay. Then I have not watched School of Rock since when I was
Yeah.
young. So I'm guessing now that you're watching it now.
Yeah, dude, I was
Is
like
questionable,
freaking
right?
out. Yeah, because he's like the rocker guy or whatever, and then he ends
Right.
up just becoming a substitute teacher, and the whole time he does nothing, and then like the parents figure out that he's lying and they're mad, and then he takes the kids to the concert and they end up playing, and like the parents are like so pissed off, and then they start playing, they're like, wow, that was pretty good, and that like the movie just ends with him getting a freaking like an
Award.
after school program thing, I guess. And I'm like, this is crazy. Like the cops were talking to him at a point. I don't know how they didn't arrest him.
If you think about it, he was grooming them. If you think about it.
Essentially, yeah. It was very stressful. Very, very stressful. I was like half of the time in the movie I was like I don't want to watch this. It just had me like anxious. But yeah, so good movie. And Saturday.
Like, the thing the Skull Rock came out what, 2000?
Yeah, like 2004 or something.
4. Like, yeah.
2003.
At that point,
Miranda Cosgrove's in it.
Yeah, it was one of her only things to do besides being Megan in Drake and Josh. No, but I think that's really cool. Like, it is a cool movie, but like a lot of movies, we have to always realize that it's always, if this was happening in real life, dude, this guy would be charged with kidnapping and then child abuse probably. I mean, because he's legit lying about his intentions. Of course, luckily, is not about, it's not sexual or trying to take advantage of kids.
It wasn't creepy in any way. It was just kind of just bad.
Like hearing the facts without the context, it'd be a different story. And yeah, I can totally understand now what you were talking about.
Yeah. And Saturday, I walked a bunch. Got to get my 10K. You know how it'll be. And then I played some Valorant and I watched Bocchi the Rock.
Really, you did?
Yeah, I watched like the first 6 episodes because Sour was out for a bachelorette trip this weekend.
Oh,
so
right.
I was just chilling.
We're just chilling. Okay.
Yeah, watching Bocchi the Rock, playing some Val.
Bocchi the Rock's cool. What do you thought about it?
It was dope. I really liked the song from the 5th episode.
So, you want to explain what Bocchi the Rock is?
Yeah. So, I mean, it's essentially like a girl who is really like socially awkward and like I think the first episode's like middle school and she's like, oh, like, no one wants to talk to me. No one thinks to talk to me type thing. And she's like, I'm going to learn my guitar and someone's going to talk to me about it. Or like, I'm going to play for them. I'm going to play for my school essentially. And then
she decided to bring the guitar to school thinking someone's going to talk to her about it.
Nope. No one talks to her. Then it skips to like high school and she's like, damn, I'm in high school now. Like I need to play.
Talk to anybody.
Yep. And then she continues to bring her guitar. And then out of nowhere, the other chick from the other band, or the band that she's in now, I guess, but she's like, are you a guitarist? Our guitarist ran away. And then that's how it starts.
And then this chick, Bocchi, would upload videos. She was a YouTuber.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. It's a pretty big part.
It's a pretty big part because like it feels so real, this anime. Like despite it being very artistic in the way it depicts social anxiety, mental anxiety, and all that stuff, it's very imaginatively describing how Bocchi feels, right, at every social interaction. And not gonna lie, I can't get called out, I feel like, because in middle school, I learned the guitar.
This dude,
it was like
Bocchi the Rocket.
A little bit, but I don't know. Like it was in seventh grade, where you had to decide what an elective, right? And I'm like, oh, this guitar class just opened. Like it literally, I was part of the first people to take it, and I was like, I have a guitar. My dad has a guitar, so then for 7th grade to 8th grade, I was in this guitar class. I repeated it just because I could, I guess. It was the same material though.
This dude.
But it was fun. It was fun learning the basics. I got to learn reading the music sheet and doing all that stuff. I was able to learn songs I liked to play. Now they're ingrained in my head. But then I kind of stopped since then. I had my last moment. I played a jazz song quartet song with three other dudes in our big show at the end of the year. And yeah, it was the orchestra teacher, so that's why she was able to set up all this shit. And that was my last time I really played guitar, really, because since then I didn't continue it. So good on Bochi to be able to continue this path that she
makes me want to play guitar
on. Yeah, and good on her to the very least. Hey, she was less socially, capable of talking to people, but she learned a very incredible skill, right?
Yeah,
that allowed her to then have this band and stuff like that, like to rise up. Yeah,
it's pretty good.
I think she's awesome. I think the anime is great. And it's one of those. It goes into the people are thinking that it was going to this genre of like cute girls doing cute things of anime.
Mm-hmm.
Where it was a lot of animes are like that just are anime girls doing clubs or specific hobbies kind of thing, where it would just be just for to explore the hobby while having cute girls in it, which it kind of is doing that, but this is way more in depth because it goes into also freaking social anxiety and social interactions, and I don't know. What do you think about the way they depict that social anxiety?
Made me feel depressed a little bit, low key.
Really?
Because like she was talking about at the beginning. It's like no one texts me, blah blah, like blah blah blah. And I'm like, damn, is that me?
You get called out. We get called out.
Work from home, so I don't really talk to much people. I'm like, bear.
I know it is. Do you know Gigok?
Yep.
Dude, he freaking did a video on it, and it just. I feel so called out, and because it really is, it's so relatable. I just recommend anybody to watch it, and then the music's great, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh my god! When the anime comes CGI to show her crashing through a wall or something like that, I'm like, yeah, this, and then it goes live action too. I think at one point when she thinks about stuff, and that's insane. Okay, now I'm happy that you're watching it, Stout, because that's one of the better animes that came out. That no one talks about. I feel like. What got you into it?
I think I talked to
Absinthe.
Yeah, Absinthe and IPA.
Yeah, that I can tell.
Yeah, I was basically like, I want to watch anime, and then I was like, let's go down the list. I thought JJK and AOT, but I was watching that with Sour, so I'm like, I'm not gonna watch it without her.
Right.
I was in between that one and Vinland Saga, but I think I want to watch Vinland Saga with Sour as well. So
I think that is another. I think Vinland Saga is like a JJK or like
Chainsaw. It's like a completely different ends of the spectrum where JJK or Bochi's like a slice of life, so chill, relaxed, and Vinland Saga is like one of like I forget what it's called, but like the adult manga section, not the shonen, but like that one.
Seinen, yeah. And the way I look at AOT Vinland Saga is like they're the Game of Thrones of anime.
Yeah,
it's an event everyone talks about. It's a very good anime for that. But yeah, you're right. Bocce the Rock is more of a solo watch. I mean, because I don't know, you go through something when watching it. Like you said. You're reflecting yourself while watching that, but I'm just so happy that you're watching that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, that was Saturday, and then Sunday we watched Argyle. Came out on Friday.
I heard the critics were hitting it, or
I really liked it. I thought it was a really good movie. Yeah,
I had to watch.
I'm a fan. I think you should watch it. It is like a fun spy movie.
You know, whenever I watched the freaking trailer, I was like, "Who the heck is that guy? Is that Edward Norton?" And I realized it's freaking Hammer, Justin Hammer from Iron Man 2.
Crazy.
Sam Rockwell, the actor. It's just like it was just one of those things where I was watching and I know you from somewhere.
Yeah, when he, I thought he was freaking, what's his name?
Henry Cavill?
No, I thought he was freaking Owen Wilson. Is that his name?
Oh, well, wow, yeah,
Yeah. I thought it was him when he had like his long hair and beard, and
right.
it kind of looked like him, but then like it doesn't.
He looked exactly like someone you knew about,
Yeah,
but you just couldn't place him specifically. It's just so funny.
I was like, "Who are you?" Like I know you from somewhere, but yeah.
Who are you, bro?
That was good. Watched that movie, and then we went to a restaurant that's right next to us to try it, and it was okay.
The Irish pub.
No, that was yesterday, and yesterday, yeah. So we're recording on a Tuesday. Usually we record on Mondays, but yesterday I was a little busy.
Yeah, you had a little day night.
Yep, Sour and I hung out, and we did something
For once.
different. Yeah, we did a little different thing. Usually we just like watch TV or we like cook something at home or something. But yesterday we just left and walked towards like Fremont. Essentially, we just walked towards like one of the cities. It was like maybe like a 15-minute walk, and we just explored.
Nice.
Didn't look anything up. Like we saw that there was like restaurants and stuff to do, but like we didn't have anything planned in mind. So
yeah,
we walked down. We passed this bar called Theo Babies, which I had been wanting to try out. So I was like, let's go. Yeah, let's get a drink. We got like a habanero tequila cocktail. I forgot what it was. Okay. But had that, and then after that we kept walking down, and we were just walking around, and we found this place that was like kind of like the Pine Box place. I don't know if it was like a church or what. Okay. But it was pretty cool. Okay. It was a pretty cool place. It was very colorful. I got a cold brew. What's it called? Coffee
martini.
Martini. Yeah, I was trying to think of the word. I was gonna say mimosa for some reason, but yeah, we got that, and then it was called Dreamland.
Oh, okay.
It was a very interesting place.
Yeah.
But we got that, and then Sour got a passion fruit whiskey sour. And we got some French fries there. And then we walked around. We went to this antique store that we found, and we were just exploring the antique store. And then we ended up just walking around pretty much the whole area that we were at. And then on the way back home, we were like just walking, and we were like, bro, you know what'd be great right now? An Irish pub. And I was like, yeah. I was like, there's like, I know where two of them are. There's one like on our street, and there's one by U District. But they're kind of far from where we were because we're already like 15, 20 minutes away from home. So we were like, damn. Yeah. And we were just walking home. We were like, let's just walk this way to like go home. We didn't walk the way that we came. And when we were walking, we see this like restaurant, and it has green and yellow, or green and I think white lights. Yeah. Something like that. And I was like, wait a minute. I was like, that kind of looks like an Irish pub. That looks like an Irish pub. And she's like, no. And then we kept on walking, and it was indeed an Irish pub. It was pretty lit.
What's the name?
McConnell's or like something?
Like something. Something like that.
Let's see. Sean O'Donnell's, I think.
Sean O'Donnell, okay.
Yeah, Sean O'Donnell's.
And you guys, so this is part of, so you guys, was it in the menu that you guys could do a half and half?
Yeah, it was weird. So we were like, yeah, let's go. So we pull up, take we drop a car bomb because it's always what we do.
Yeah, too.
And then we were like gonna get a beer and some food. We got some wings that they had and Irish poutine. And then I was like, I don't know what I want. And then I saw on the menu they had something called a half and half, which was half Guinness and half Harp. And Sour got I think it was called like the Perfect Irish or something like that. And hers was a Smithwick, half Smithwick and half Guinness. It was interesting. I've never seen that done anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of really want to try it.
Yeah, this looks like a fun bar. We're probably gonna go there for your St. Patrick's Day.
So, what did it taste? Your mix?
It tasted like a lager with a little bit of the bitterness. So what they did was it was like mainly harp, I think, and then they layered
Floated.
like
layered,
a fourth of a Guinness or like a third of a Guinness.
Right.
So it was like it wasn't fully mixed. So like you'd try it and try some, like you'd get some lager and then some of the Guinness, like bitter part aftertaste.
Okay. That's crazy, man.
But yeah, it was pretty lit.
That sounds awesome. That's awesome. All right. So good to hear from you, Stout.
Yep.
I'm gonna go to some. Ready for my second beer. Of the episode.
I just opened this and I don't know. It just smells weird. Not weird, but like it smells like something and I can't figure out what it is.
That's so interesting. Oh my god! You know the bubbles that you get when you drink. You know, my bubble kept on, and then just the pressure came until it popped, and it popped into like a smoke.
That's cool.
And my freaking bottle. That's so funny.
I wonder if these beers are smaller. I feel like
feels smaller.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I feel like I'd like drink and it ends quicker. This is.
I mean, they're definitely unique. They're definitely unique bottle shape, because the way they're shaped is like straight. The straight neck.
They are.
Oh, they are?
They're 0.8 ounces less.
Okay. Well, yeah, than 12 ounces. Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
They're actually also stronger than most other light beers that we have. Yeah, right?
Yeah, Corona is 4.6. This is 5%.
Yeah. Which is actually crazy because like that means, so there's something I was reading about. This goes into our beer of the week of Kronenberg 1664. 5% actually that shows to mean that this was made by the UK side of the brewery that's owned by Heineken, because the 5% is, I don't know why the regulations is different, or I don't know why they do it differently, but 5% is for the UK market and the States, and 5.5% is for the continental Europe, so anywhere else. So there's a stronger version of it in Europe.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's racist. I want the stronger version.
Nah, because we're too weak.
For real? Talking shit?
A little bit. Now, yeah, 1664. It's like a very old, beer, actually. I think this original, the exact same recipe that they're using for this one was used in 1664 by the Canon Brewery in the Alsace region of France by the master brewer Geronimus Hot. And yeah, like it's just consistently getting in. The French lager contains Strissel's palt hops unique to Alsace. So that's probably, it gives the beer its bitter and fragrant citrus taste. Do you think you can taste some citrus?
Definitely not. It tastes Heineken, bro. I don't know. It's the green bottle. Anytime this isn't a fucking green bottle, I'm like, Heineken.
I mean, it is. This specific strain is owned by Heineken.
Yeah.
But this is crazy, maybe. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's hops. They have a new one called the 1664 Blanc, right?
Yep.
Blanc, which is a wheat beer.
Which
I think so far for me, what?
It means white in French, in case you were wondering.
I wasn't.
Got him.
So yeah, what are you tasting so far?
I taste. It's like bitter.
I think
it's
this
like
is
bitter.
I think this is less sweet than the other lagers I've tasted. This is definitely more on the bitter side, but I feel like it's bitter only because of the alcohol.
Yeah.
Less than the
It's like a
hops.
beer bitter. It's not like a stout bitter, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know if that explains anything, but
I don't know. Because it feels like when I drink it, and it's not, and this is like the bitterness, it's more of a alcoholic or artificial, like bitterness.
yeah.
Almost feels wet.
Oh, does it?
It feels wet. The taste feels like a wet bitter. You know, you ever taste something wet or smelled something wet, like a wet towel?
Yeah, I mean I have, but I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Yeah. Anyway, like I don't know. It feels like it's not hitting the same way the Peroni or the Krombacher were hitting.
Yeah.
I'm very curious what the Blanc is, really. The Blanc version. Because, like, that one is wheat. And it'll probably be more hoppy. But, like, I think
more like a weedy beer.
Weedy beer. Which I feel like I would like them more. I would think I like it more than this. Because, not gonna lie, stout. I'm feeling that I'm gonna have to change my rating for this.
Oh, yeah.
From what so I don't know if people would know, but context.
Throwback.
Throwback. I tried the Kronberg 1664 in episode 11 when we did a almost short version of what we're doing now, where we did like a bunch of different beers from different countries, just randomly.
Mm-hmm.
And I found Kronenberg, and I think I gave it an 8. And I'm almost drinking it now. I'm like thinking to myself, like, I don't think it's an 8 anymore. I think I want to give it. You know, I want to give it a 6.
Damn, you beat me to it this time.
You want it was a 6 too? Oh, okay.
Wait, what do you think? 6 what?
I'm gonna do 6. Oh my! Rush Hour 3, the movie.
Rush Hour 3. What the heck?
Do you remember Rush Hour 3?
They go to Paris.
They do.
That's funny.
And then there's this almost effed up scene of that Chris Tucker forcing a cab driver from France to sing the national anthem, the national anthem song, and on gunpoint.
Oh my gosh!
Literally forcing him to sing a American song. And I don't know. So it's that, or I'll do 6 snails.
Nice. Jesus Christ, Nairobi. Oh God.
Ayo.
Nairobi's attacking me.
Yeah, because you.
Oh, she's biting me. Oh, stop biting me, you little shitter.
Oh my gosh.
Ah! Go away! Okay, sorry. So yeah, I agree. I think this beer is pretty solid. But I don't like the bitterness as much.
No, yeah, this.
I think for me it's gonna be a 5 actually.
Wow,
it's a
mid. You were going for a second until I said it.
Yeah, I was looking over my beers and I'm like, where does this fit in all the other beers we've had? You know, and I think that 5, 6 would be a good amount. I'm gonna say a 5.
All right, that's fair enough. 5 what?
5 PSG. PSG.
Oh yeah, you already did. Where you did that?
Ah shit.
We did, because I remember because I recently had to rewatch a lot of our episodes to finally put down our numbers, and we did PXG for. Shit. I'm pretty sure for the same episode.
Oh shit.
It was funny because I was asking you like, wait, what's it? Because you went for the Spanish team for Estrella Garcia.
Yeah.
Or Galicia. No, it's Galicia, whatever. And I asked you like, oh, what's that
French? Yeah, the French
PSG.
thing then. Not PSG. I don't know any other French teams.
No, no one knows. What Mbappe?
6 or 5? 5 Louvres.
Louvre. What is that?
It's the museum, the famous museum.
Isn't the Louvre? The Louvre?
Something like that.
Okay, Louvre. Saying like the Spanish accent, Louvre.
For real. Yes.
That's good. Hey, I'll probably, if we go to France, I wouldn't mind drinking it, but I don't think I'll be drinking it. I don't think I'll be buying it anymore.
I'll try that 5.5% one, but I don't think
try it, yeah. I don't think it's hitting me, but like it's hitting me in the sense where like I've been wanting to drink beer
Mm-hmm.
in a while, so going to that. No, yeah. Do you ever watch the Rush Hour movies?
I did, but I don't know if I watched them all.
Dude,
I watched the first one, definitely.
I will always remember crying because they made me laugh so much. And I don't know, maybe it just shows my taste in movies, but it just I don't know. It's just so funny, the whole Chris Tucker with Jackie Chan.
He's funny.
He's funny. I wish he was in more stuff, but then I think he took a break of acting for a while. Like, I don't know. Or either that or I just don't remember his movies, you know? But
yeah, I feel like he kind of took a break.
Yeah, from Rush Hour on Friday, and then the next time I see him, it was in Silver Linings Playbook. And he's like so old, even then.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh man, you're so funny, Chris.
Apparently, there's a 4th one that's coming out.
I heard that too. I'm optimistic about it, but I just feel afraid for Jackie Chan.
Why?
Brother, dude, you ever heard about his long list of injuries he sustained?
Nah, but I know he probably has a lot, considering he was like one of those like Hong Kong like action films. Like, star for a bit.
Yeah, there was like some things where like Jackie Chan were like he would do his own stunts, right? Because I'll be a little bit about it because like there's one where he almost died because he was trying to jump from. He was trying to jump and grab onto a tree, but then the tree branch like broke, and he fell on his head.
That's crazy.
And he had to get stitches, and it was one of the scariest injuries that he ever got because he legitimately had to go to like the hospital for it. And the thing is, I was hearing about is cheap. Apparently, it's cheaper to pay for a stunt person in China than to buy a padded floor or something like that.
Really?
Something there's some messed up number where like it is cheap because there's so many people who would willing
to get hurt for the money.
The hurt get for the money that like they'd rather just pay for someone who's willing to do it without nothing than to buy the equipment. And it's kind of insane. And Jackie Chan, to be fair, like he did it, he owned up to it, he kind of thrived in the business, and he went to become a director himself. He directed a lot of his movies, and he would do it himself. But man, dude, hard body, dude. And then there's another one where he had to jump in a mall. He had to glide down a metal tube and break a bunch of lights as he goes down, and it was just burning his hands.
Ouch.
Because all his electricity just burning him while he goes down. And it's one of those things where I like his movies take only one take. And it's like, it's crazy. I would love to like maybe one day try to watch an actual Chinese movie like that.
Of his
or Bruce Lee. Yeah, Hong Kong. Cause like, because dude, the cinematography and then the stunt work they do is insane.
And with that wraps up our segment of beer of the week. We have something that we wanted to go back to. It's been a little while since we've done it, but I think it's time for some
Stories,
Am I
yes.
the A-holes? Some more
Yeah,
Reddit.
I freaking miss it,
Reddit
actually.
stories. So open up your beer, open up your ears, and get ready for
Moral judgment,
some,
yeah. And then we're
moral
the
judgment.
perfect people to judge them while we drink beer. That's the thing.
Yep.
Go for it.
So I'm gonna start for these. Wanted to kind of go with the theme of beer. So this is the first one that I have, and it's Am I the asshole for taking back the beer I bought for a party from which I was uninvited? This happened just a few hours ago. I am a 19-year-old man, and the people calling me an
18,
asshole
okay.
are 18-year-old men and women. On Thursday, a person I had a major crush on in high school, but who rejected me, messaged me out of the blue. She had never contacted me without my contacting her first. And at one point, I realized she had me blocked on social media. And so I found it odd when she was suddenly being friendly. After sending a couple of greetings / questions of how I've been, she said that she was going to have some people over and wanted to know if I would get her the beer. The drinking age where we are is 19, and she and the people who are going to chill were all 18. The liquor stores in my area all card. I thought it was silly that my being a month older meant that I could buy liquor and they couldn't. So I said I would love to go. She said, thanks, I'll pick you up at 7. 7 o'clock rolled around, and she texted me to say that she was in front of my house. I went out, dressed, and ready to chill with some people, and she drove me to the liquor store. When we got there, I asked what beer she wanted me to get, and she told me Budweiser. I hid my disappointment as well as I could.
Oh, right, the green age is
but it was
19.
her party. So I went in.
Okay, I realize this now.
You're about
so these are Canadians.
Late, but but yeah,
Something like that. No. Okay, go for it.
Yeah. But it was her party, so I went in and bought 2 cases of 24. I got back in the car and said, let's party. And she was eerily quiet. I noticed she wasn't driving towards her neighborhood, but rather back towards mine. I thought she had moved or something, but didn't want to press the issue. When she turned down my street, I finally figured it out. She was being purposely vague about the invitation because she wanted me to get the beer, but she wanted a way out when she told me I wasn't actually invited in the first place. She stopped in front of my house, leaned over, kissed me on the cheek, and said thanks in her best voice. I deadpanned her and asked her when she was going to tell me I wasn't invited. She feigned surprise and said that she never intended to invite me in the first place. I sat in silence for a long, awkward minute, picked up the beer, and walked towards my front door. She got out of her car and frankly tried to re-invite me to the party, but I told her that what she did was the most humiliating thing that's ever happened to me. I opened the front door, slammed it a bit too hard, and came back to my room. Now I'm sitting here drinking absolute unpalatable piss water and have a text message from all of her friends asking me why I'm being such a dick. I don't think I'm the asshole for reacting the way I did, but if you haven't figured it out, I'm not amazingly social. So,
brother,
am I here?
That is so messed up, man. It's so messed up. For one,
pretty crazy.
Her first mistake was Budweiser. You could have any beer and Budweiser. Oh my gosh, dude! Oh, dude, this sucks, man. Everyone's like, he's not the asshole. He just, the thing is this.
Yeah, I don't think he did anything wrong. If you're asking someone to buy you alcohol, like,
And he's,
I feel like that, unless it's like a random person, like if you're asking someone who like is their age and like probably hung out with their people, you know, you should at least they should at least be invited if they're bringing you.
No,
you know?
yeah, like you just want to use them, and it's crazy. They didn't know any other person that was 19 years old. Why do you have to freaking bring this guy who you?
I don't know, bro.
Just, you know, rejected. You're just using. It's just such bullshit, man. That's crazy. Yeah, dude, it was so funny. Like, if he just did like I don't know, post on social media, it's like, I'm drinking. These bitches are not getting drunk. Nah, dude. The thing is, this hits me, right? Nothing in a personal level where it's just like These are
Mhm.
the people I want to avoid. You know, the people that uses other people. You know, just because they feel like they can use them just because they like them, right? I think it's
Yeah.
all bunch of messed up, right? And I don't know. I think he's not the asshole. I hope that he can find some kind of closure, right, over this. And it just and I hope, and these are 18-year-old people. Let's hope for the best. They grow out of it, right? They can learn that you can't use people like that. But I don't know. Have you ever been in a situation where to better yourself, not better yourself, like to get, I don't know, like you always ask them to join your party, right?
I've never. Yeah, I feel like I've been more so the
Yeah.
OP than the chick in the situation. I'm more so
And
been the guy
like if you're
that's
a
used.
genuinely good person, you're just like, yeah, just join, have fun. Thanks for doing this favor, you know, if you want, like, join in and stuff like that. Dude, I can't imagine how it feels like.
Yeah.
How it's feeling when you were like, she was literally driving him back to his place, and it's just like,
Yeah.
what the, either that or just be
Tragic.
freaking honest about it. Of course, she wasn't, because she just wanted the beer. But the real tragedy is that she said Budweiser. I know, dude. I just got some.
Yeah, that shit was dookie.
You know, as for Coronas, man. Two
Caquitas.
cases of 24.
For real.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a lot of piss water, like you said.
Yeah. Said he was just gonna put them in the fridge and let his stepfather drink them.
Hey, dude.
Because his
That's good
stepfather
for the
drinks
stepfather, I
anything.
guess. All right. I guess I'll go
Yeah.
for mine. Okay, this is a funny one. Okay. Am I the asshole for tricking my friend into drinking beer? And then he starts. So the title sounds wrong, but hear me out. Let me cook. He's the type of dude who never has fun in his life, doesn't smoke / drink. The problem is I want him to at least experience real fun. 2 weeks ago, I brought beer with my money and went to his house. I drank a bit and then said, hey, have a try. He declined, saying he doesn't drink. His religion doesn't allow him to. And even if he could, he wouldn't. He proceeds to ask me why I enjoy drinking something that destroys the brain, and I was deeply offended. Beer isn't bad. Okay. It's tough. He's
that's
beer isn't bad. I mean,
beer isn't bad.
think beer isn't bad. It's your choice. It's your choice. Everyone's choice.
Yeah,
drinking,
but
right?
He can't be like, I don't think it's bad, so you shouldn't think that. More so, I don't think it's bad.
Everyone has,
but you can think whatever you want.
views
Type,
on
you
it,
know?
like, and everyone has that right to decide what to drink or what they want to put in their bodies, right? He puts in parentheses, he's a Muslim. So I know. I mean, it makes sense because I think I had friends like this where they wouldn't drink because of those religious reasons, and it's Muslim.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he says, so I made up a plan. He won't hate it if he doesn't know it's beer. So last week we were hanging out, went to a mall. We bought some stuff, and I bought apple juice. Skip to the last 4 days, he came over. Note, no lockdown where we live. So this was 4 years ago during the pandemic. Yeah.
This COVID time.
And I put some beer.
Yeah.
He asked what it is. And I said, oh, just some apple juice. Also, I poured some for me and said, let's see who can chug it all first, right? He was skeptical, but went for it and drank all of it. He just made a weird face and said it tastes weird. That night, he called and asked if I was vomiting, dizzy, or feel weird. I said no. The side effects was making him vomit, feel weird, or feel dizzy. Well, because of that, I felt guilty and told him, and he flipped out on me, shouting at how it tasted disgusting, made him vomit, feel dizzy. He couldn't sleep because he kept feeling like he's spinning whenever he closed his eyes. I said bullshit. and he's making stuff up to get bad at me. I don't think I'm the asshole because I want him to have fun. I think he's the asshole for not understanding that. Am I the asshole? And then I guess update. I guess he didn't put the update, but I'm guessing it's update because it says, "Damn, guess everyone lacks humor, fun, intelligence. Don't care about your opinions. He the asshole, not me." He sounds butthurt, and he technically did a crime.
No, that's literally illegal. But I think it's funny that he posted it on Am I the Asshole, and he's had to put an update saying that he doesn't care about your opinions. So what did you post it then?
Big.
Anyways, big asshole. That's quite literally drugging someone. Alcohol is a drug.
No, it's so messed up. Like, because I think I picked this almost in some way because like really to us, we're like we have had situations where our friends don't want to drink, right? And we don't force people, right? Like it's like that's not the way. It's a choice, and
it's a choice.
We have to respect that choice, and right. And then there are some situations where like we wish like people would go harder or like I don't know, be more fun, like you said. But like we never go like you have to drink, you go hang out with us, right? Like we don't. I don't ever want that.
Yeah,
and because it just gives a weird vibe, right? And this guy's. I don't know. He's delusional, I guess. Because it's like, how can you force someone to drink? You don't force down someone. And I think he...
Facts.
The part that he really got butthurt, that really made him do all this stuff, is like, he asked me why I enjoy drinking something that destroys the brain. And I was deeply offended. And I don't know. I think, I mean, we gotta realize like that. Yeah, like it's not the best, but we enjoy it. That's our choice, and it's his choice to not drink. What do you think?
Yeah. I think he's a huge asshole for drugging his friend and expecting. I don't know. I don't know what he thought was gonna happen.
No idea.
I don't know if he was gonna be like, wow, like like he's such an asshole. Why is he not letting you drug him? Like what? Like and the thing is too, like he starts off with something about how it sounds. The title sounded weird, like, right?
Okay, let me hear me out. Like let me cook. But no, I'm not letting you cook in my kitchen. Like you probably also. What do you think this guy does? Bro. Like what do you think he's like? I don't know. I feel like he's a white boy, man. Because like I don't know. I cannot understand why. Do you think drinking culture is toxic? How do you feel about that? Because I think it is in the terms of like how people. Advertisement, and also there are people like this. These are real people who try to force people to drink. I don't know, so they can get to their level, and it's just I don't know. It is messed up. Like I think, what do you think is the balance of wanting people to have fun with you and not make them feel that they can't do, they can hang out with you if they don't do this.
Well, I feel like it really depends on like it just boils down to like if you know they're not like that, then you kind of just have to like maybe offer and then see if they're down and then just kind of move on with it. Unless if you know they're hard no, then like you just I feel like it's not something you should even bring up. But like if it's like a matter of like, oh, like sometimes I'll do it, sometimes I won't, then you kind of just have to like be like, oh, I'm gonna have a beer. Did you want to come? Or like I'm gonna have some beer. Did you want any that type of a
I
thing?
think we just need to be empathic, right?
You know,
like feel out what the levels are with the person that we're trying to hang out with and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I mean, we all have also, our different levels. How. Me and you and Sour, like we like to like just go, wild a little bit, and then there are other people that don't, and that's fine. You just, I feel like it's also like it's just different vibes, and you just have to like be able to navigate those different vibes. If you really want to, interact with more people, to hang out with your friends, like you just have to like be more empathic. Feel their vibes, and then go along with that. Don't try to force your vibe on someone else's. I guess that's the bottom line, right? And that just goes more on like that probably goes even like in general than just the drinking culture, right? Nah, yeah. All right, any last words for this effort?
Well, fact though. I think he's just
delusional.
An asshole. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, ready for this next one? Am I the asshole for giving my 15-year-old son beer? Yeah. My son is at a high school where drinking and drugs are rampant. He's a great kid. He studies hard. He has a job. He always tells me and his mom where he's going before he leaves the house. A couple of weeks ago, he came to me and said he was curious about drinking, that he knows it isn't good for him and he'd be really disappointed if he went out and drank, but he wants to know what he's missing. I explained about people feeling alcohol relaxes them in social situations, self-medicating, and how a lot of his friends just drink to look cool to other people and wouldn't actually be doing it if they didn't feel like they have to. But when I started thinking these same thoughts about around this age, it was the beginning of my going out and experimenting behind my parents' backs. So I told him there was nothing mystical or special about alcohol, and to prove it to him he wasn't missing some one-in-a-lifetime teenage experience, I'd get us some beers and we could drink them together at home. I just asked, he promised he wouldn't be going out and drinking at house parties because he'd be putting himself in unsafe situations and jeopardizing himself. He had a can and a half before he was tipsy. He's about 120 pounds soaking wet. And barely got even that far because he hated the taste. Yeah. Okay. It's a funny way of describing it.
Go on.
He said, thanks for the experience. It sucked, and he wouldn't be taking up drinking. Obviously, I said if he had any other questions or if anything ever happened, he could always come to me, and that was that. My wife is enraged, in all caps. I didn't think to run this by her. Yes, that part was a mistake, because she's usually on the same page about child-raising decisions and put up a united front. She's convinced it's done some sort of irrepressible damage to his brain to get drunk that one time. My argument is better.
To be fair,
I read this and I was like,
disclaimer,
what are you saying? My argument is better
the right way sometimes, so don't worry.
Yeah. My argument is better once under our supervision than who knows how often at a stranger's house.
You're right.
Yeah,
it should be like it's better. Weird. My argument that is better. Oh, I see what you mean.
I think he's just saying my argument is better
to do it.
That it is better
to do it
under our supervision than at a stranger's house. But the way he said it just made it seem like my argument, he thinks his argument is better, which I don't think that's what he was trying to, just based on the context. For real. But yeah, she says showing demystifying alcohol and making it seem like less of a big deal will make him more likely to drink, not less likely. I disagree. This is our first teenager, and my parents never talked to me about drugs and alcohol growing up, so I have no template. Am I the asshole?
I think the thing is, I feel this is 5 years ago, right? 5 years ago. So this is a dad who was who had a 15-year-old son in 2004. 2004, and
it's like what? Yeah. No, he had a 15-year-old son in 2018.
No, yeah.
But yes.
Wait, fuck. So the son was 15 years old in 2018?
2015.
2019.
2015.
15 years.
2019,
2004, right? He had the kid when 2004. So, like, this guy probably has to be at least... He was born May 1980, maybe. I would think, maybe. Like, I don't know if this guy's a millennial.
Around there, probably, yeah.
He's like an old
give or take
millennial.
10 or a decade.
I feel this, though. Yeah, I kind of feel this because it's like, what would you do when your kid starts asking you about drinking and drugs? Yeah.
I think that's going to be really interesting because, like... Yeah,
I think it's a question that I feel
that's
like
a good question.
We don't know yet, really, because the culture is going to be really different once we're becoming parents, right? And it is interesting because like the different parents were like, "Oh, I'm not going to let him do anything that will make him stop not doing anything," or the people like, "Oh, let him exposure therapy, expose him to this and to know what it really is." Before so it can be better controlled when he's in situations where a younger mind might make mistakes, I guess. But
yeah, but I think it also depends too, because like I could say this now, but once I have a kid who's around this age,
right,
I may think differently.
To be fair, like we're people who I'm guessing because you grew up not wanting to drink until you're like. What, in college? Right?
Yeah.
What were you thinking about
essentially,
when you were a teenager?
I didn't really think I thought about it much. I think the only experience that I had with it was like when I went to like a family vacation and there was a lot of family getting like not a lot of close family, but it was like a family reunion type thing. Yeah. So there was a lot of like extended family that was getting like
so you weren't really seeing people your age drinking. Yeah. At least at that point, which I guess it would be a different experience. For me, 15 years old, right? Like in high school, freshman. Like, yeah. I guess this almost like giving me out, but like my friends from elementary who that was my group, right? They'll be like trying to like cop some Hennessy or some beer, right? When we're like 15. And so I had some exposure like that where like, we were drinking and we had some nights where we threw up and all that stuff, but I was lucky where our places, our situation where we were drinking was just a control where it's just our 5 people, drinking, right? It wasn't like a party like in 13 Reasons Why. You remember that show? Project X.
Project X.
Where like it's just a bunch of teenagers drinking. But I think I'm leaning towards the expose them to it in a controlled setting. I think it's better than just telling him no. Because you all know you're not going to be with them the entire time, right? Like, you won't be able to control them. Like, you're lucky if, I'm guessing, I don't know. Like, your friends weren't really doing that stuff. You can't control their friends. You can control how they're going to interact with people the more they grow. And I don't know. I think I'm more towards the like, expose them with you, see how they are. with it,
Mm-hmm.
and then go from there. Of course, yeah. How you feel?
I don't know. I think I'm leaning more towards like having them experience it in a safe environment first. Just because I feel like that's the safer option, because it's not. I don't feel like it's smart to be like, oh, I'm gonna tell them that they can't do that, so they're not gonna do it.
I don't know, or that's naive or very conservative way of thinking. Like the thing is, with the internet, with TikTok, YouTube, all this shit is gonna expose them to it. But just a simple, word search, you're not gonna be able. In 15, they're 3 years off from being their own adult, right? And
yeah. I mean, who's to say in another like 5 years, or not 5 years, just in a X amount of time that the drinking age won't change, or there's a lot of things that come into play, because I'm sure.
Do you feel like
in the past
certain states have different like ideologies of it? Because I feel like I'm thinking to myself like, what if like their teenagers is in Michigan, but they're able to just go over the border and just go for it, or I
don't know. I think it depends on stuff like that.
I know when there's a lot of immigrants, I'm sure they have a different viewpoint of drinking as well, because different countries have different drinking ages, right? I think I thought about this with weed too, like I'd rather them doing with me, I guess, than them trying out whatever freaking teenager dealer that's in their high school. I don't know. I guess, is it safer to think of your kids as the most prim, proper, innocent person, or think of them as like they could easily become the most exposed person ever? I don't know. Like, yeah.
I mean, I feel like just kids in general, especially nowadays with TikTok, all this like all social media, and how much like being online is a thing. They know a lot more than we give them credit for, and I am happy that I do not have to be a kid in this era of like TikTok and all that.
Oh yeah, man!
Like essentially onlineness. I feel like we were pretty online when we were like younger, and
right. I think like, we were in the cusp of it, because I remember specifically, I think 7th grade, getting the Facebook account, and that opened a lot of roads for me in terms of like exposure, where like, cause like I was on the computer on my Facebook profile, and then from there there's a lot of different links or posts people could make, and that was just Facebook. Facebook's not even almost a thing now, and now people have smartphones and stuff. But anyway, it's crazy. Not the. They say it was not the asshole. Do you think you agree?
Yeah.
I think reading the comments is mainly tell your wife first. Yeah.
He messed up by not telling the wife, but I don't think that it was like
no.
Yeah.
That's good for me. Asshole. All right. Well, going from those a-hole stories, like they really were awesome. We're like, I feel like we really delve into some interesting issues or discussion over those.
Yeah, it puts you in like a pensive kind of way.
Pensive, yeah.
Like in some of these situations don't necessarily happen in like day-to-day life, so it's like interesting to think about them.
Although like, with them being about beer, it really helped us being reflective over it. But yeah, with that, let us know on comments if you ever would serve alcohol to your 15-year-old son, if any of these stories, if they're the asshole, if they're not.
Let us know if you've ever had these Cronenberg 1664s if you've ever had them.
Yeah,
But any French beer.
They probably are around in most Total Wine places. So yeah, like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you want to hear more from us. And yeah, let us know. Stout and Lager signing off.
See ya.